What's up, everyone? Welcome back to Every Week We Follow
Another one!
It doesn't quite have the same
Week we
impact.
follow the boys in Clara and Blue.
It doesn't
Fucking
quite
come
have
on.
the same impact because we have lost the game. But I don't give a
No.
shit because I genuinely don't think that's going to matter. I don't think that game is going to matter come the end of the season.
Look, today and my title and analysis, which, by the way, is now available on all good app stores and things. Please go and download. Go and like the shit out of our comments. Make us the most popular people on there. That would be very, very nice. Also, hit like, hype, and subscribe while you're here. And go check us over on TikTok. Let's build something. We're fucking building something, mate. It's fucking happening, right? I'm fucking excited. Today was an unreal day, right? I got there early. I met up with Ben from BM Talksport. We'd filmed some content before the game. Then I bumped into the Punjabi Villains and filmed some score predictions with them before I went into the stadium. Then my daughter went, "Oh, you should go live while we're in the game." And I thought, oh, okay, right. And I did. And we got 1,000 new followers on TikTok. My phone fucking died, right? Because and so
you need a battery bank for that, mate.
Yeah, so I need a battery pack. So I think at 75 minutes, so I missed the last 15 minutes of the game. It meant I couldn't do a walk back to the car, and it was. It was just the perfect performance for a reaction after that Arsenal game. We completely dominated them.
We've been talking for so long. Like I just sitting there going, I just want a game so I can just sit there and just enjoy it. Like, and I would say the first 40 minutes was a little bit infuriating because it was kind of like, come on, man, like just get that fucking goal.
Well, mate, I will say this: that I was really surprised with how Forest set up. Right,
Me too.
I wasn't expecting them to just do that. Like they didn't come to play; they just came to defend.
They were going for 0-0, mate.
Yeah, and we know we can be frustrated in those moments because we don't move the ball quick enough, right? But after 40 minutes or so, you're right. We had lots of nice passages of play, but we were so sloppy in the final third. We got in some great positions. And didn't shoot, and we didn't. I don't know, mate. It was weird.
Why weren't we shooting? It was bizarre. There were so many times where I was like, just bang it, and it was like, and then they're like, oh no, I'm going to try this tiki-taka. I'm like, what are you doing?
and then they had a couple of breakaway moments where Emmy made a save and had a couple of corners, and you go, fuck it, if they scored, like it just felt like it could have been one of them days. And mate, I'm not going to lie, right? And this will be on the live. I'm going to cut it off my live after this. But I lost my shit when Watkins missed that chance in the first couple of minutes, like
it
because
was. I mean, it was a good save.
Don't try and fucking defend him. Don't try and defend him for that miss. Don't do fuck. Look, he's about to get lost. I'm about to heap the praise on him, but do not fucking defend that miss. Go on.
He should be scoring. No, 100%. He should be scoring, but it is a very good save. But yes, he should be scoring. Is all I'm going to say.
I'll let you off with that one, but mate, he has to score it. And because as the half went on, and they didn't come back into it, but they, like I said, they had a couple of breakaway moments. You think, fucking hell, we're not getting any joy. We're trying to break down 10 men here, and it's difficult. Even though I think we had 83% possession at one stage, mate,
mental
in the first half, and then goals change games. I say this all the time. I want my T-shirt made. After that miss in the first couple of minutes, that goal, right, is what he has to try and look forward to because consistently. This is the first time, mate, in that area. We see the way he receives the ball, one touch out of his feet, and bang! Like it was fucking unbelievable. If Watkins gets 20 this season, get his name on the back of the shirt. Fuck. Okay, deal. Well, that's a fucking deal.
How many is he on now? Ollie?
7.
Oh no! What in the Prem?
I don't know.
5 in the Prem?
Might be
5.
So we'll have to clarify that.
Obviously, Kevin was saying Kevin will be coming on if he gets double figures. Which he's fine. I don't actually mind if he comes on. I said if he comes on, then brilliant. He's done well. Yeah. That's what he's done what he needs to do. But and to be fair to him. He has it a bit of a run of foot, like as in we kind of sit there going, oh, he's not really scoring, but actually scored against Arsenal. Yeah, okay, it was a consolation goal. We scored against Arsenal. Scored 2 against.
Not when he should have fucking scored against Arsenal. Like in the first half, the fucking prick, right?
Scored 2 against Chelsea. Scored 1 today. He's starting to do it.
Look, mate, we need him. We need him to start scoring if we're going to have any kind of challenge for the title or for silverware. He needs to start scoring goals. So I'm all for it. And that his goal that he took today was absolutely superb. It was like it's kind of. Initially I thought the keeper maybe should have done better because it wasn't in the top corner, but he took it so early that the keeper was not set. It was past him before he could move. So it's just a
that made a really weird comment. He said that keepers aren't used to players taking shots from outside the box anymore. And I was like, this is the weirdest line of conversation I've ever heard. I was like, what about that? Because he was basically saying that teams don't shoot, so keepers just aren't used to it. I'm like, doesn't mean they shouldn't save it.
Yes.
I think, like you said, because he took it so early, I think it was just completely unexpected.
Look, goals change games. As I said, I want the T-shirt, but the timing of the goal was similar to that when we played Liverpool and they scored theirs in the last minute. What's that say? According to John McGinn,
will be top in week 34. I bloody love John McGinn. Honestly, can we just talk about his goals today? Mate. Our second goal, his first goal. What a goal! That was a lovely goal. Just everything about it.
Brilliant team goal, mate. Like like I said, the goal at the end of the first half just gives you that impetus. And we came out the second half exactly as we'd finished the first. We were at them. We got the ball in the final third. Yuri Tillemans and Kamara today were absolutely unplayable, mate. They completely ran the show. And the goal was just brilliant. It was quick one-touch stuff. It was like into Kamara out to Cash. Cash first time ball across the box, bang goal. It was absolutely brilliant.
But McGinn's opened his body right and hit it with his left. Like that's so hard to do. Yeah, and he's done it so well. Like honestly, but what can I just say? What I don't know if you've seen the highlights. What the fuck was this?
Yeah, I don't know.
Was it him saying he's like an old man?
No, it's got something to do with one step at a time or something. Like I think it's something to do with or one game at a time, one step at a time. It's someone mentioned on TikTok about us kind of getting ahead of ourselves and kind of so it's kind of I don't know one step. Look, we can only take one game at a time. But it's Arsenal have won today, fucking again, bastards. Right, Bournemouth.
It's frustrating.
If Bournemouth could defend that, they'd have got something from that game. If you watch
they'll slip up. They'll slip up, and we'll be there.
Oh, no,
we'll be there waiting.
I am convinced they will slip up.
The amount of comments we got in that Arsenal watch along, the amount of comments. If anyone wants to go look, just look at our second half of the Arsenal watch along. The video's gone a bit mad, and it's just mad. It's great because for us it's numbers, but it's all Arsenal fans, and they're just coming on there going, "You guys were overdue a slap. Oh, you're gonna bottle it." Blah, blah. I was just sitting there going, why do Arsenal fans care about us so much?
It's because they feel scared, mate. They can feel the hot breath.
Terrified, aren't they?
Squeaky bum time. Look, they know they're going to bottle it, and I'm convinced because they, as good as they are, and they are a great side, they haven't got the experience for me to get over the line. If it's not us, Man City, and it's not just Man City breathing down their neck, it's us. They've got two teams chasing them, right? And the fact that we're even saying that conversation, look, we're one game at a time. We've got a massive game on Wednesday against Palace now. We know that's our hoodoo, right?
It's just it's the worst game, isn't it? It's just the worst game.
So,
anyone else in the league, even Man City, I'll be sitting going, I fancy us there.
We got a chance, but and they've just signed Brennan Johnson, haven't they, for 35 million?
Yeah, but this has surely got to be the best time for us to play them. This has to be with their current situation. With
and no Sar, mate. He's at AFCON, so
yeah, exactly. This is our best chance to do. If we can beat Man U and Palace in a single season, oh my god,
happy.
Mate.
And this is it, mate. I think with the Arsenal thing, it's just I quite like Arsenal as a team, but
I do. Their fans are fucking numpties.
Yes. After this week, mate, fuck Arsenal fans. I hope Man City always beat it to it because you ruined it for yourselves, right? Arsenal are a great side, but their fan base are fucking idiots, right?
Horrible.
Not all of them, but most of them are. That Arsenal TV nonsense, honestly, I don't know how people watch it. They're so up their own arses. It's fucking unreal. Fucking do me a favour, right? You've won fuck all under Arteta, right? And you're taught like you're fucking... I don't know, winning the league every year, like your Pep Guardiola. Like, I can't
It is
him
bizarre.
anymore, mate.
It is bizarre. But back to the Forest game. I was, I'm a bit sad. I'm not sad for Forest. I like Forest as a team, obviously with the in-laws. Obviously did the preview with Andy and Graham. Andy was thinking they might try and sucker punch us with one goal. I was just like, I can't see it. I said, if you sit back, we will score. And then after that, the floodgates will open. Graham was hoping for a 0-0.
Really?
And I was just like, he was like 0-0, and I was like, mate,
that's exactly
going
what
there
they
for
set
that.
it for. I was so surprised, mate. Like that they came that to it, because I was saying to Gaz, who's next to me, I was like, if as a coach doing your homework, the way you beat Villa is through the high press. That's why we struggled against Arsenal. Like you put us under pressure high. If you sit back, yes, your chances are, I guess the thinking is that we have struggled in the past to break teams down.
Yeah, but not now.
We're in a rich frame of form, mate, where we're doing that for fun. If you just sit back and let us play, we'll fucking play. And we just chipped away. They would have been better off putting us under pressure and getting Gibbs White on the ball, and allowing Henderson to actually try and dictate some play. But they just didn't, and we just bossed them completely. Their goal came from a mistake from us, really. Matson had bombed on. We lost the ball over the top, and it was Lindelof versus Gibbs. And, it was Konza and Lindelof were having a go at each other because really they should have.
Lindelof weirdly stepped up, didn't he? It was a bit strange. I was like, what are you doing there? It was great.
Look, that's the danger of Lindelof for me. Once you get that ball back towards his own goal, he's fucked, and he was. And to be fair to Gibbs White, mate, he finished it brilliantly. He put Emery down first. He's a good player.
I can't see it, really, if I'm honest. So
not if they get relegated, mate. They're in trouble. But West Ham, I don't know. Well, I say they're in trouble. Then West Ham went and lost to fucking Wolves today. Not lost, got battered. What the fuck?
I don't know, mate. I think Forest will be all right. Personally, I think they've got good enough players in there. I don't think you can judge them playing us. We are we are a top 4 team in the league.
Actually, mate, we're top 2, mate.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, right now. Yeah, I know what you mean.
Stop with the top 4 business. We're top 2. Right? I'm waiting to see the graphic on Sky Sports where it says title race, Arsenal versus Villa. Where's that?
Honestly, you know what? We're still not in it. Apparently. I guarantee we're not in a title race.
The bottom line is, mate, we are safe for another season, another year of Premier League football. We ain't getting relegated this year. Job done, mate. Now we can play without any training wheels on. I still think we've only got out of. I barely got out of first gear, mate, for most of this season. I think there's more to come. I do. This is not over by a long shot. So fuck Arsenal fans. They're going to be celebrating like they've won the league tonight because they've won again, right? There's a long way to go. You don't win the league in fucking December and January, mate. There's another 5 months of football to play.
Well, we've got obviously got Palace next. Then we've got Everton. So hang on, ignoring cups and Europe and stuff. Premier League fixtures. We've got Palace, Everton, Newcastle away. That's horrible. We've got a fantastic February though.
Yes, we have
Brentford, Bournemouth, Brighton, Leeds, and Wolves.
Yeah,
all winnable, I would say, as well. You kind of look at that going.
So let's see where we are at the end of February in 2 months' time, mate. Right, that will be fucking telling. It will be, mate. It's just a. I just a fucking what a time to be alive, mate. Today's been one of the best
Arsenal
days
got Liverpool
ever.
on Thursday
in the league.
Yeah.
Come on, Liverpool. Never.
Yeah, Arsenal got Liverpool. I mean, it's at the Emirates, but then they've got Forest, and then they've got Man U, and they've got Leeds. They've actually got an all right run as well. It will be. We need Liverpool to get something from that game.
Come on, Liverpool.
You know what? Right now, after that video and everything, and all the comments, I don't give a shit about the league. I just want to beat Arsenal. I just want to finish above Arsenal. I can't. Honestly, I'm so angry about that fact. That just horrible. It was so horrible. And even speaking to a mate who's an Arsenal fan, he was like, "Yeah," he said, "Arsenal fans are horrid. Like they're the scum of the earth." He's like, "They're horrible."
Well, mate, I think it's just the level of entitlement I've read this week. Do you know what I mean? Like it's just fucking
fuck all for ages. Anyway, back on Forest. So can I just say what the hell was? Well, for starters, his name's John Victor, but I just love the fact that he just has John on the back of his shirt. I was just like, bizarre. I think it's one of them Brazilian things, maybe.
Yeah,
you know, they have like they have like their different name on the back. But what the fuck was he doing for that third goal?
Mate, he's in no man's land. Like, the ball from Tielemans is brilliant. McGinn takes a brilliant touch.
He waited. He didn't play to Ollie. He waited.
Mate, he just watched McGinn's run. He watched McGinn's run and he just floated it into his path. And then, I don't know what the keeper's doing, mate. Like, even if like, what the fuck? Like, he's got... what's he doing? Like, it was embarrassing for him, but what was hilarious, he went off injured afterwards, and I'm convinced he faked that. Right, I'm convinced he went, oh, fuck.
Yeah. I've done that before. You know, when you go through and you're like the wrong goal and you miss an absolute open goal, and then you go down, you're like, no! I'm injured, mate. And it took them 5 minutes to make the sub of Sells because he wasn't ready. And the crowd was singing, "Where's your keeper gone? Where's your keeper gone? Where's your keeper gone?" Mate, it was fucking brilliant, or something along that lines. And and all the way he was walking off, he was. It looked like he was crying, but I don't think he was. But so the crowd were like, "He's gonna cry in a minute." Mate, it was just an awful mistake. But McGinn's like, there's a brilliant shot from behind of one of his arse because it's so beautifully tenderly peachy and fucking lovely, right? And but as he hits it, he kills like it's outside the post, and like so. Yeah, it's lovely. It's a lovely finish.
It's a lovely finish, mate, and it killed the game. Ultimately we just saw it off, and probably could have had a few more if I'm honest, but we didn't really need to do much to win it. It was just what we needed after the Arsenal game. A big lift, completely dominant. Like I say, 73% overall. They had some shots, but nothing really kind of that troubled. Emery made about two or three saves, I think, but standard saves. Emery didn't make a mistake from set pieces this week, so that was always a Brucey bonus.
Yeah, they did pressure him, didn't they, from a couple of corners?
Yeah. Every team's going to do it, mate, because he's made the mistakes, but he coped with it all right today. And so, I thought Forest were going to give us more of a game. I know they lost to Everton the other day, but the last two before that, they were actually decent and looked like they were, churning the corner. And I thought, fucking hell, it's going to be a tough game, that is, like the New Year's Day after the Arsenal one. But they made it really easy for us, mate, if I'm honest. It was, hopefully that's just what we need to go into this Palace game, because we need to be rested. I felt, and I hope that it was just because that's what he's doing with Maatsen, for instance. I thought Maatsen was outstanding today.
He's having a really good run of games at the moment, isn't
he? His pace and his defending, just really good, mate. Really organised. But just a handful. There was all over the park. We were great today. Rodgers was good. Watkins had a decent game. Cash, Kamara having them back massive. Kamara for me, player of the match, mate. He was everywhere today. Particularly second half. He just, the way this guy breaks up play and just keeps it nice and simple, but then has the ability to beat two players or play a little intricate pass. It's fucking incredible.
Early on in the first half, he did this one where he was running on the edge of the box. He was running towards their box, and he did this disguised pass. It looked like he was going to shoot.
Yeah.
And he literally just went, straight into Buendia. And I was like, that's disgustingly good. But it's just too much tick at the game. I didn't like how much tick attack it was. I was like, come on, bang it, someone. I just hit it.
Particularly first half. But I think numerous times during the second half I said, he's taking the piss. The guy's literally taking the piss. He's literally 3 steps ahead of everyone on the football field. He was magnificent. Like I say, him and Tielemans ran the show. The only player that kind of didn't really get into the game, he worked hard enough, was Buendia. He didn't really influence the game. I felt for him a little bit. I don't know why. He didn't really he's had moments, hasn't he, in that 11 game run where he's absolutely made the difference. And today he just, I don't know, he was trying and but he just didn't come off, and it was a little bit really. And he looked frustrated when he came off, but I think it was a justified substitution in the end.
Yeah, no, I agree. I remember seeing him come on screen, and I was kind of like, I actually forgot that you're on the pitch, mate. I didn't really see you do very much. Quick one, just then jumping on to January and stuff. Obviously, January window has started. We have signed a player, Alisson, which if you follow certain Villa podcasters, is one to watch. He's fantastic. He's going to be brilliant. It's an amazing signing. I'm not convinced. I don't think he's even going to play very much, if I'm honest, this season.
I think it was very telling in Emery's press conference yesterday when he was asked about him, and he he said, well, he's a right-sided player who's left-footed, likes to cut inside. But he said, first, we need to embed him into our training methods and then hopefully in the Premier League. So that says to me, we ain't going to see him for weeks, even if he plays. Like, so,
mate, I don't think we'll see him till next year. I don't think we'll see him till the season. We might see him for like 10-minute cameo or something here or there.
Look, we don't know, but mate, we need something for that right side. So I would, let's take that at face value. Let's say, okay, give him a couple of weeks to bed in to get used to the training method because he will have to. There's no way he's going to have been training intensely in Brazil as Emery's going to put him through his paces. Alisson Moya more likely to play.
I like that. That's good.
I love that. So yeah, like I think we should just manage our expectations on him. Like, he's probably one to watch, but Unai in the history since he's been here, in the 4 seasons that he's been here, hasn't really brought through any of the youngsters. Bogart's the only one really. But desperate times call for desperate measures. It will depend on if anybody else comes in the next 3 weeks, right? Whether this guy takes any part in our season or not. But obviously, if he does, I'm here for it, mate. Like, again, watch the YouTube clippings. Looks great, but I did that with Gesson and fuck me. Like, YouTube's nice when you're only watching highlight reels.
Would you play Alisson or Gesson if we got injuries? I mean, I suppose the point is, right, is at the moment, like,
Alisson's been shit.
No, but the thing is Alisson is and I know, obviously, Gesson has not been great. He's been solid here and there defensively, but going forward, he's been terrible.
Alisson, mate, he's absolutely wank going forward.
Alisson is a completely Alisson could be just as shit going forward and also shit going back. So it's kind of like at this stage, you don't know.
Emery did say that he's good at defensive thing. Look, in the highlight reel, I was talking to Gaz, who says to me today. His physical presence from the highlight reel, and even he looks, he's very much like Morgan Rogers. I'm not right. So it will be interesting to see if he gets that chance to shine, because at this point, mate, we know the restrictions. We do need reinforcements. We can't afford to have players come in and not play some sort of part.
Well, it looks like Harvey Elliott is. Well, we're trying to terminate that. I mean, Emery basically said they decided. I can't believe he said that, by the way, in the press conference. Decided 2 months ago, not good enough. Where we don't need to spend the money. It's like, oh wow, you've literally just said it. You've come out and said it.
Thanks for clarifying that, Unai. Appreciate that, mate.
So we're either trying to send him back to Liverpool, but also I think Dean Smith's looking to try and take him to Charlotte. But apparently,
can we give a big shout out to Demi, mate, because she has been very, very supportive of me today. Like, she was all over the live, celebrating it, like sharing it, and all that kind of stuff.
Oh, on TikTok.
Yeah, we smashed it today, and this woman was right behind it. So, Demi, big shout out to you. Thanks for joining on YouTube.
But no, it looks like he's going to. Apparently, he doesn't want to go to Charlotte though, but they're keen. And then
Dean Smith coming back to help us out. Fair play. Go on,
the other one that I've heard today coming out, a bit of news, is that we're open to offers for Barkley. His contract runs out.
He's injured though.
His contract runs out. Well, his contract runs out in the summer, so I'm guessing we're probably just looking to try and get something for him. I think he's due back in like the next 3 weeks. So potentially, maybe late in the window, we could look to offload. But again, it's one of those things where I believe if we do want to get anyone in for a fee, we're going to have to sell someone. So
that'd be interesting.
I'd like a loan. A loan signing would be good.
Look, we said this before. It's going to have to be a little bit astute dealings, like in terms of robbing Peter to pay Paul, moving people around. Like, we've got options. Like, there's been rumours about Bogard potentially being moved on.
I'm just fed up of moving on these youngsters. Please, no. He's a good player. And I don't think Emery will want to get rid of him because he can play right back, he can play holding.
No, I agree. But it depends on what we're looking at buying, right? So if you were looking at leverage, an academy player who, you could get a decent fee for. I'm not saying I want that, but I'm just saying if you're looking at reinforcing the attacking options and you've got money that you want to spend, then it kind of makes sense. I don't want that in any way, shape or form. I think it would be a mistake. Like you say, he's a versatile player, but we do need at least probably 1 or 2 reinforcements in this window to kind of give us the leverage that we've got. Otherwise, mate, we won the danger because I did spend the game today just going, please, Lord, don't anybody get injured. There was a couple of times when Rodgers went down, Kamara went down, I've been trampled on. I was like, fuck,
Rodgers had a
please don't be injured.
Horrible step on his knee.
In the first half, mate, he got fucking steamrolled and he looked like he landed really awkwardly. You know, I bet if it was Charlotte Church, he'd go.
I'm going to put that here. That's great. If it was Charlotte Church, he'd go. Yeah. Gary, you're coming up with classics today.
Yeah. So, like, I don't know. We just have to. Like I say, for me, if we can do a bit of business and it can benefit the team, then look, in Unai we trust completely.
So obviously, we know that we know we want a striker to compete with Ali. So we want a forward to come in. But where else do you think is the priority?
Well, I think right back's got to be, mate. Garcia, I don't know. I know he's been out, but he came on again for a few minutes today. Against Arsenal, he was awful when he came on. He looked so far off the pace. I think it's his fault for the 3rd goal or 4th goal. I can't remember. So, yeah, reinforcements there. Look, these may well have to wait till the summer. I think we're going to have to make do with what we've got right now. But, you know, I just feel... Our midfield's been really strong this year, but with an Onana being made of glass and playing 4 or 5 games and then getting injured, it's kind of... Because, mate, the potential is shown. Like, we have significantly missed him and Kamara when they haven't played. When he went off against Arsenal, the game changed massively. Like, he's been outstanding in the games he's played this year. We just need to keep him fit. And, like, because ultimately, it could cost us. Like, so, I don't think anyone... should be, and I'm not expecting anything major to happen in this month, but I am expecting something, you know, just like a little bit of reinforcement. And then I think
striker position. I can't see us getting a holding mid because, like you said, if we lose Onana or Kamara, it doesn't matter who you brought in on a loan or on a lower fee. You're not going to be the same, right? And we have got cover there, and with Barkley coming back potentially in the next 3 to 4 weeks. Potentially, if Barkley went out, then that potentially gives us room to bring someone else in that position, or like you said, you use those funds to go into the striker position. Obviously, we have got Alisson now. We've got Gasson on that right hand side. We're maybe a little light on that left for me. Like we've got Rodgers goes out on the left. Sancho can play there, but I actually prefer Sancho when I'm seeing him on the right. I don't think he's as good on the left. I prefer him on that right side at the moment.
Well, I just want to see a little bit more from Sancho, mate, if I'm honest. He came on again today and didn't really impact the game.
Do a lot, did he? He was all right against Arsenal. That first half, he looked dangerous in that first half.
No, he wasn't. First half against Arsenal, mate, superb. Yeah. Second half, dog shit, mate. His fault for the second goal. Like,
180 grand a week, we're paying his wages.
It's a lot of money. It's a lot of money that you're forking out, mate. And whether he likes it or not, either perform or do one. Like, I'm not here for your excuses, mate. Like, paying you a lot of money, right? You're supposed to, like, there's a player in Sancho, but he needs to sort his fucking head out and get his head in the game. It's as simple as, because this squad is trying to go places, and there's a unity there. I mean, it looks like he's got a decent relationship with Rodgers, because when today after the game they were walking off laughing and joking and stuff. But performance levels wise from Sancho,
the problem is
he's just not quite been there.
Well, the problem is he's temporary. He knows he's not here. He knows he's not staying. Yeah. Although I have seen a couple of rumours around us trying to get him on a free. But I'm kind of like,
the thing is, mate, look, but what I'm saying
is, wages though, mate. No,
exactly. And if you think when we brought in Rashford and Asensio last January, the impact they had on our team, like, it was huge, wasn't it? And that's kind of what we wanted and needed, and it hasn't happened. Like that summer window has just been a meh, really. And now we've got to try and balance something in January. I mean, maybe we can get like a decent loan deal. I mean, I don't know what's about. Maybe Emery can work his magic and bring in someone that...
We're second in the league. Like, who doesn't want to join us right now?
Well, exactly, mate. Like, we're challenging for the title. The project looks appealing. Like, it's this is a guy that knows what he's doing. So, in Emery we trust, mate. I'm convinced something will happen. We just got to take one game at a time, keep these players that we've got fit, because we've got a starting 11 and that is the key, right? If we can do that, we give ourselves a fighting chance. And we really do. Like I said, I'm feeling more, particularly after each home game, like the togetherness of the squad. It feels like a team. Like, even when we conceded today, although Lindelof and Cons had a few choice words. The bounce back of them straight after that, like we just got on top again and got the third goal. Like it was never in doubt. I didn't feel, oh God, that's it, Forest are back in it now and we're on the back foot, which we always usually do. It wasn't unnervy. We just went through the gears, upped it again, scored the third goal, game over.
I was never worried when they scored. I was like, it was a random breakaway. I don't see it happen again. I still feel like we're going to score. We then scored. I actually sat there going, are we going to score 4 or 5 here? Like it felt like that kind of thing. So yeah, we just kind of went through the motions, and they weren't very tricky trees.
Well, they weren't. Well, as it's, there's not much else to say about the football. We're fucking brilliant, mate. I thought it was an excellent performance after a defeat to, in a game that we probably should have won, but was a little bit apprehensive about, but we've battered them. So I'm going to talk about how shit the referee was today. Like the standard of refereeing in the Premier League is begins to do my fucking head.
It was terrible against Arsenal as well. Is it this VAR malarkey? Is it like, what is it?
Well, maybe, but I can't stand the lack of consistency. That guy just didn't want to book anyone today. I'm not saying there were penalties today, but we had numerous appeals that weren't even looked at. There was one where Rodgers ran the length of the pitch to talk to the ref, and he's like, nah, no penalty.
I will say though, that first half was we were diving like fucking Tom Daly. Like it was terrible. Like I was literally sitting there going like,
10.
What? Yeah, I was like, I was there going like, oh man, that's awful. What are you doing? Why are we falling over? Why are we diving in the box? Why it wasn't a great watch, if I'm honest.
No, it was good
went down, but shot, mate. You heard him go, and all he's got is like a little face in there. It's like, it was ridiculous.
But mate, but Williams should have been sent off. He had a horrific tackle against John McGinn. Yeah. Didn't even get a booking. There was a pullback. There were numerous challenges. There was one on Tillemans in the centre of the pitch where I had a crack. I thought, fuck. It was obviously on his shin pad, but it was not good, man. And he let play on because we had a count. We attacked and maybe got a shot away. But then he didn't. He came back, checked on Tillemans, but didn't book whoever did it to him. It was fucking horrendous. Like he just was so reluctant to get cards out. I think he booked 2 players in the end. But my word, it was like, what the fuck is going on? Like it was.
I'm kind of bored of talking about referees and stuff because I just don't think it's ever going. I don't think it's going to get any better. It's certainly potentially going to get worse. The VAR doesn't really help stuff. I just can't be arsed with it. This one's an interesting one. I actually missed Dougie coming on. I think I went to the toilet or something. Came back. It was like 10 minutes to go at the end, and I was like, oh, shame Dougie ain't come on. And then Jess was like, yeah, he's on the pitch. Did he get a bit of a reception at all or anything?
He got a very good reception, mate. I'm not going to lie, right? It makes me sad because he was shit when he came on. The first thing he did was just boot the ball out for a throw-in, right? And everyone started going, Agent Louise, Agent Louise, Agent Louise, Agent Louise. And, he was such an important player for us. But I think it was mentioned in this book that we all thought he was sold for PSR reasons, but Emery was convinced he'd hit a ceiling. That's why he moved him on.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. Because when I was speaking with Graham and Andy on the preview, I was saying, he was sold for PSR, blah blah blah. So I didn't know that he actually sold because he did hit a ceiling.
Just read that in that book. Look.
Because they were saying, I was saying that for us, we thought he was very good. Like, he was a brilliant player. He had good and bad moments, but he was really starting to kick on, and we felt like he was being a lot more consistent. But it was injuries. Injuries just did him in, and they said it's been a bit of a similar story. There's a player there, and they've seen bits of quality, but he just can't stay fit.
Yeah, well, look, at the end of the day as well, he was signed 2 managers ago. Do you know what I mean? Here he is. He just popped in.
Here he is, Kevin. Look.
Yes, but Kevin, let's talk about that first chance in the first couple of minutes where we should have been 1-0 up. He should have had 2 goals. He's only got 1. But the goal, absolutely sensational. I'm going to watch it over and over again. It's a fabulous hit. He just has. I don't understand why he's not done that movement more this season because that's the area we're playing in. Like he comes to get. Rodgers plays it nice and early. He takes it out of his path, one touch, and bang, just hits it. That's the first time he's done that this season, mate. Like, so I'm hoping that just builds him confidence. Like, and he can go on and do and go on a real run. If he scores 20 goals this season, I'm getting Watkins on the back of this shirt.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, go for it. On that note, then, I think we'll call it a day. But obviously, once again, another win for Villa. Yeah, okay, we lost to Arsenal, but honestly, I just don't think it's going to matter. I don't think it's going to matter come the end of the season. I think we're going to finish. You're hearing it now. We're going to finish above Arsenal. Might not be the league, but we're going to finish above Arsenal. I'm telling you, I'd love it. I'd love it.
I would love it after their twatty fans fucking this week. I would love nothing more, mate. It's been an emotional one. But look, thanks as usual to everyone for watching and commenting tonight. And it's just a short one because the darts is about to start. Luke Littler's about to get on First Those Van Veen, so go and check that out. Make sure you hit like, subscribe, and follow. Go and check us out on Finalysis. You can download that now. Go and download the app. Sign up to be on the Villa page. You have to answer a small AI quiz to make sure you're an authentic fan. And then come and like our stuff. We're there, starting 11. James, every EWWF, Gary EWWF. Like, subscribe. Like, subscribe. As always.
Yeah, go on.
Every week we follow the boys in Claret and Blue. It's games night, baby. Boom.